Beneath the frozen north, the Arctic has long been synonymous with ice, snow, and Santa's icy workshop. But what if this frozen wasteland had a warmer, wilder past? A place where dinosaurs once roamed and lush rainforests thrived? It sounds crazy, but scientists have discovered shocking evidence that this may have been the case. Join us as we dive into the unexpected world of dinosaurs in the Arctic. From frozen mammoths to prehistoric rainforests, we lions explore the evidence that these icy plains were once home to some of the most fearsome creatures that ever lived. And don't forget to hit that like button so you never miss out on our future adventures. From the discovery of woolly mammoths to prehistoric plant fossils, the Arctic has yielded fascinating insights into Earth's history. However, it is the more recent finds that have shocked the scientific community the most. In 2010, a team of researchers led by paleontologist Eric Scott of the University of Alaska Fairbanks made a remarkable discovery. While excavating a site near the Colville River in northern Alaska, they unearthed a trove of fossil bones from animals that lived during the late Cretaceous period, around 70 million years ago. Among the most exciting finds was the partial skeleton of a horned dinosaur known as Centrosaurus, complete with its distinctive nose, horn, and frill. This was particularly surprising because horned dinosaurs had only previously been found in Western North America, Central Asia, and Europe. Their presence in the Arctic Circle was completely unexpected, but that's not all. The team also discovered fossils of other herbivorous dinosaurs, such as the duck-billed Hadrosaur and the small Protoceratops. This suggests that these herbivores were not alone in the Arctic Circle. They were part of a thriving ecosystem that supported a diverse range of life, including predators, and boy, did they find some scary ones. Fossils of the tyrannosaurid, presumably Tyrannosaurus rex, and the formidable Daspletosaurus, a relative of the T-Rex, indicate that the Arctic Circle was home to some of the largest and most ferocious meat-eaters that ever lived. The sheer diversity and abundance of fossils in the region point to a surprisingly rich habitat. In fact, it was likely much warmer and more hospitable than one might imagine. The presence of flowering plants and insects further supports this theory, painting a picture of a lush, green landscape teeming with life rather than the barren wasteland we know today. The discovery of dinosaur bones in the Arctic Circle raises a whole host of new questions about their biology and behavior. One of the most intriguing aspects is how these creatures adapted to such extreme conditions. We know that dinosaurs were incredibly diverse and could thrive in a wide range of environments from tropical forests to arid deserts. But the Arctic Circle is a particularly challenging environment, even today. So how did dinosaurs manage to survive there? One possibility is that they had developed special adaptations to cope with the cold. For example, some had thick feathers or fur that helped them keep warm. Others may have had physiological mechanisms to regulate their body temperature more effectively. It's also possible that they simply avoided the coldest months by migrating south for the winter, returning to the Arctic Circle when temperatures rose again. These are just a few theories, but ultimately more research is needed to determine how exactly they managed to survive in such extreme conditions. But the discovery of dinosaur bones in the Arctic Circle doesn't just tell us about the animals themselves. It also reveals a great deal about the history of the region. As mentioned earlier, the fossils unearthed in Alaska date back around 70 million years. This was a time when the Arctic Circle looked vastly different than it does today. Instead of being covered in ice, it was a relatively warm and hospitable place with lush rainforests and a milder climate. Of course, this wasn't to last. Over the next few million years, the climate began to cool and the Arctic Circle gradually transformed into the frozen wasteland we know today. This raises another fascinating question. How did the dinosaurs fare as the climate changed? Did they continue to thrive or did they eventually succumb to the cold? Unfortunately, we don't have a definitive answer to this question yet, but the fossil record may hold the key. By studying the types of dinosaurs found in the Arctic Circle and their age, we can get a better understanding of how they adapted to a changing environment. Perhaps they evolved new traits that allowed them to survive in the face of cooling temperatures, or maybe they were simply wiped out, like so many other species throughout history. As we continue to uncover more about the dinosaurs that once roamed the Arctic Circle, we're sure to learn more about the history of the region itself. The discovery of dinosaur bones in the Arctic Circle has not been without its challenges. Preserving such fragile remains in an environment as harsh as the Arctic Circle's is no easy feat. The permafrost, which covers vast areas of the region, makes traditional excavation methods impossible. And the remoteness of the area adds another layer of difficulty to the process. Despite these challenges, paleontologists have been able to make significant progress in recent years. By using innovative techniques, such as aerial photography and remote sensing, they've been able to identify potential fossil sites from the comfort of their labs. Once a site is identified, a race against the clock begins. The permafrost thaws only briefly during the summer months, providing a small window for excavation. Working quickly and efficiently is crucial to ensure that the fossils are preserved as much as possible. Another challenge is the sheer volume of work involved in excavating and analyzing fossils. The Arctic Circle is a vast area, and there are likely many more fossil sites waiting to be discovered. With limited resources and a short window for fieldwork, it can be difficult to decide where to focus their efforts. Despite these challenges, paleontologists remain undeterred. They've made significant progress in recent years, and they are eager to see what other secrets the Arctic Circle as frozen ground may hold. One of the most promising areas for future research is the Utqiagvik area of northern Alaska. This region has already yielded a wealth of fossil material, and there is still much more to discover. With more funding and support, researchers hope to unravel the mysteries of the Arctic Circle as dinosaur past and learn more about these incredible creatures that once roamed the frozen north. The discovery of dinosaur bones in the Arctic Circle has challenged our understanding of these creatures and their ability to adapt to extreme environments. It is a reminder that the natural world is constantly evolving and that even the most seemingly barren landscapes may hold a rich history of life. As we continue to explore the Arctic Circle and uncover more about its fascinating past, we may just find that the frozen north was once a thriving hub of activity, a world away from the icy wasteland we know today. What do you think? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button for more amazing content. Thanks for watching.